said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Hit right back to the line. And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Slips away. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. To the air, it's Holstein. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. block better? How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Just keeps slinging it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so much fun watching this Auburn offense run the option with this quarterback. He's just so dangerous. Defenses don't know how to handle him. I mean, the days of turning around and handing out to Bo Jackson, man, those are gone. Especially with this guy right now. You've got a lot of different guys you got to keep your eye on when it comes to running the football, especially this dude in the option game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You showed patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Offense lining up quickly. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Get set, get set.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Finds his tight end. And tackled there by the defense. Auburn lines up quickly. To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Beebe. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return.
Get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration.
Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays for the passing game.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well,
You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent.
Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Slithers into space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators are on the move. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good bounce, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
The play-action fake. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time today. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The option look. They'll give it to the back. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And Coach Coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking for a man. It's Shaw. Got it in the middle. It's Carney. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Give to the running back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hester. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed. And
the Gators want to crank the tempo. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hester. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. completion. Move the sticks and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass, it's Yaw. Caught over the middle, it's Bryant. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Marshall quick to the line. They'll run the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down, using the quick game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Off play action. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Shaw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Marshall quick to the line.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving them, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Carney. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. To throw, it's Shaw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Finds a seam. The inside. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Marshall quick to the line. Off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's off. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. At the 45, on his way. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Herd! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 77-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. He's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes a man miss. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. On the move.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Carney. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. The short hands, it's Landry. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And is slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Looking for a man. It's y'all. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Marshall quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to the back. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. He leaves it with his back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. It's caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Marshall needs a near miracle on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the field goal unit is on the field. He got it. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, give on the inside. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Carney. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle offense to the line. Back to throw, it's Yaw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Landry. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Marshall! And that one will give them the lead.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
I love it, and that's exactly how I'm going to play if I'm this defense today. You've seen him. This guy will take off. He'll make plays with his feet. Nice job playing coverage, but with eyeballs on the quarterback. Not allowing him to take off and run when he wants to. Great job. As soon as they see it, they pull the trigger, they come up and they make the tackle.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fakes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Fires left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He'll pull it on the read. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
To the air, it's Shaw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. The give to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Gators are in the hurry-up. On the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to throw. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Shakes off the defender. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Shaw. That's reeled in, it's Landry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Marshall quick to the line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Herd! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Handoff from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll do it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's off. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Marshall quick to the line.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They want that clock to run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Stop dropped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. He slides that just inside the right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Quick release on the RPO. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it out in front of his big...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 11 over Tulane. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Shaw. Here's the pressure. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Hester. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Firing deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Gators will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Back to throw, it's Shaw. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They haven't gotten much done here. Third down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Puts it right down the boulevard. No sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime. Now first down here in the second overtime. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. The throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Looking to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's all. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves,
that'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off!
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
no doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decide in overtime, crushing loss.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.